To all sisters who party and get themselves tipsy or drunk and are taking an Uber alone, let this story be a lesson of how you have to be very, very safe and very, very careful. Take a look.
I haven't for quite some time now.
The 23-year-old was picked up from a nightclub around 2 o'clock in the morning on July 19th by an Uber driver with a 5-star review.
He was asking me, how was your night? How was the club? Oh, I've never been here before. And then he started asking me, well, do you want to go with me tomorrow?
Dos Santos became uncomfortable when the man kept asking her to sit up front and making sexual advances, so she started recording.
I'm happy just chilling in the back.
In the video, the man is heard asking if she'd had sex that night.
Did you there?
She says despite being visibly intoxicated, the man kept offering to buy her alcohol and go back to her place together.
Do you need some drinks or?
Drinks?
Yeah.
I think I'm like up as is.
I immediately felt my heart drop to my stomach, and I was like, where are we going? He was like, the liquor store. And I was like, I just want to go home, please.
When she finally arrived home, she reported the ride to Uber. The company banned the driver.
Well, if that's not a nasty piece of work, I don't know what is, okay? And I don't know if anybody else caught it, but this driver sounds like an Indian. He has an Indian accent, and I was able to pick that up, okay? So this black woman lives in Calgary, Alberta, and as you can hear, she was coming home from a club at 2 a.m. She had some drinks, so obviously she's doing the responsible thing by catching an Uber instead of driving, right? And this snake is so busy looking at the fact that she is intoxicated, so he was trying to take advantage and then trying to deviate off the route and take her to a liquor store to get more liquor. He also was trying to get her to sit in the front seat with him. And then you hear him talking about when's the last time you fool-la-la'd, and talking about how he hasn't fool-la-la'd in a while. Really trying to take advantage of this woman while she's in that state. It is super important for us, especially black women, because we are big time targets. Okay, we're big time targets. We are not safe. But you would think that taking an Uber home, you're doing the responsible thing. You're trying to be safe. And apparently this driver has been a driver since 2024 and has a 5-star rating. No complaints ever until now. But, I think what we have to do as women is make sure that we take advantage of some of the safety features that are available when you take an Uber. There's that safety button where it's like a red button and that you can press. Also, share your ride with somebody. I always do. If I ever take an Uber, which is very seldom, I always make sure I share my ride with my hubby and my sister. So it's 2 people in case one isn't available or doesn't see it, at least one other person sees it so that you could see where I'm going. Also, before you even get in the car, this is something I do as well. I always make sure I verify the make, model, color, driver's name, and everything else before I even get in the car, because when you do the Uber, it shows you who it is and all that stuff. And then when I get to the car, I walk around it and I double check and I take a picture of it too, because I just want to be sure. She could have also called 311 or 911, so it's good that she recorded it. That's what we have to always do as black people, for sure. We have to make sure we turn on our phones and get recorded evidence of what's going on. So that's good that she did that. Maybe because she was recording, she didn't, dial 911 or 311, but I would have dialed that first and then continued recording. You have to protect yourself. This could have gone really wrong. This man could have, been very forceful, and she's in a car. So, what was she going to do? Try to jump and roll out? You know what I mean? So she's stuck in this vehicle. And this man is taking her wherever he wants to take her. It's a good thing that when she said, I just want to go home, I guess God must have spoke to his heart. So he ended up taking her home. And she did file a complaint with Uber. And Uber did fire him from the platform. And his license, as an Uber driver has been revoked. But there were no criminal charges laid against him. And I think there should have been, because even though he may not have acted it out, That's what he was intending to do. So as far as I'm concerned, revoking his license and, removing him from that platform, who's to say he doesn't get a job at another platform and tries this again because he got away with it the first time? And who's to say he won't take it even further the next time, right? So I think that there should be criminal charges, and I'm actually outraged that there isn't. But this is what the authorities have said in Calgary, Alberta. She filed her complaint with Uber. They gave her the canned response, as I said, and he's been removed from the platform. So essentially, he's been fired, and that's the only consequence of his actions. And we know there are many reports of women being assaulted by these Uber drivers. So we as women have to be very, very careful. And I know that there is a feature that they're testing out in the United States where you can request a female driver. It doesn't exist yet in Canada. And from what I'm reading, there are no plans to roll that out. I hope there is, because we should be allowed to select a female driver if we want to, just like you can find a female doctor if you feel more comfortable as a woman. So, stop just rolling it out in certain places. Bring it everywhere, because there's enough reports about these kinds of situations with women in Ubers to justify that option. So can we please get it in Canada too? Like, come on. This is ridiculous. But let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Also, don't forget to download the African Diaspora News app. You can grab it at the Google or Apple store. You will not be disappointed. Download that app. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Emma Ansah.